Bashers, Thursday, December 11th in the year 2025. We're getting close to wrapping up the year. Basheroonies coming soon. Christmas is on the way. Holidays are on the way. Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, or whatever you celebrate. It's on the way. New Year's Eve. We all celebrate that, sort of. We will be having an iBashers Christmas party. The date, I'm not quite sure whether you guys want to do it before, after, so it doesn't interfere with all of your holiday needs and obligations, so you can all be there for some Christmas cheer or holiday cheer, whatever the correct thing to say is. I don't know. Who cares? I don't care. You care? I don't care. I don't care. Who cares? So yeah, we'll be doing a Christmas party with some more giveaways. Also, I want to stress something immediately today, if I can, if you don't mind. That's my email address, basherdirk@gmail.com. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up today is, please, Basheroonies, if I do not have your address, your mailing address, not your email address, because Basher, Y, and myself, we worked kind of hard on these 2026 iBashers pet calendars, and it's a gift from us to you. So if you could just email me as soon as you can and give me your actual physical address. I'm not going to dox you. You know me. It's me, Dirk. I'm not going to do that. It will never go anywhere. I don't share information. I'd like to mail you out the official. Many of your pets are in it. I think we have most, if not all of them, for the people that are included in there. I hope everybody's included that wanted to be included, because I did my very best in making sure that everybody sent the pictures in a timely fashion so we could get these calendars done. They are done and they are shipping. So I can't stress to you enough, the 2026 the first annual iBashers 2026 pet calendar, featuring some of your all-time favorites that you see on the show just about every day, or once in a while. I hope everybody got in there. You let me know once you get it. And it came out really, really beautifully. It's so well done. Basher Y did such an incredible. Thank you, Basher Y. Thank you for your incredible competence and kindness and generosity in taking it was Basher Y's idea. It wasn't even my idea. Hey, Dirk, why don't we do a Basher calendar for the pets? And I was like, I love that idea. How are we going to make this work? And Basher Y was extremely diligent in finding a way to do that. I didn't do that much other than collect the pictures and as many addresses as I possibly could, and curating the pets and getting the names right and all that stuff. But thank you, Basher Y. But Bashers, please, seriously, if you want a 2026 Basher calendar that features all your favorite pets, and it's not just kitties and dogs. We got some donkeys in there. We have a fox or two. They're all in there, and we just really would appreciate it at basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com. That's it. That's my email address. Oh, look at it. I'm scrolling it on the bottom. How about that? That's the way to do it. Another thing that I haven't done in a really long time, and this is so important. Andrew Wolkowicz, Go Moto Soto. Nick Sisto, I know you left us, but once you're in here forever. Complicated Time, Fergal McDermott, Nathaniel Hannon, Dana O'Malley, Lord Scotty H. Dino's there, Al Benedetti's there, Angelo Minichello is there, Gasman 308, Danielle, hey, Dave Fahrenheit for 451, Mr. Fitzsimons himself, the lady with the wrench, our very own Carolyn Martin, we love you. Easy E, Mimi R, Chris on the Upper East Side, Scott E. Love, Jocelyn Bittenbender, and it's not going fast enough, Ray, Nader Pritz, where you been on the show? We miss you. Jonathan Badner's there, and James M, Juby Doo, Mike Callan, C Nord, Stuart H, Jazz, Joe LaFaro, and Neil Hulme. Now, Neil is the latest one. Hey, I hope you're still watching the show, and thank you so much for everybody. I know I want to tell you how this is how great it is to have the Patreon. Today we got hit with the giant StreamYard bill. I got a message because Oshin and I share the expenses for StreamYard because why not? I do it every day. And he set up that account before I started doing iBashers, and now it's a 50-50 endeavor, and it's really pricey. Guess what? Got hit with the really big bill today. I told you I really don't go into the Patreon unless it's for iBashers expenses, and bang, was able to pay that right away. Thank you so much, Patreons, for the stuff that you do for me, for this, for keeping the lights on you all help keep the lights on in your own very special way. But the Patreon is like this Mad Money account that really, and it's StreamYard's expensive. It's $500. It's a lot of money. So thank you so very much for the support. You have no idea how meaningful it is to just be able to pay that bill right away when it comes in and not have to scramble for it. And thank you so much. And I keep that money. That money's always kept for when something at the iBashers needs to happen immediately. I never touch that money. I don't go buy bottles of wine with it. It's not for my own pleasure. It's strictly, I have kept that thing strictly for the show. So thank you. Big hearts to you all. Thank you so much. And everybody else. Anyway, let's see who got in there today. I think somebody is number one, and it's the incomparable Melly C. Eminem Madness, Smoking Mindy Madness. She's number one. Hello, Bashers. Look at that. Happy Friday Eve from the purple one. Thank you so much, Melly. You know how much you are loved here. And thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who wrote me messages to tell Carolyn Martin. I do it here on the show. And yeah, she's had a really bad week. So we love her. And thanks so much for your kindness and support at this time when it's really, really tough. She's pretty sad right now. And she's a woman of incredible grace, kindness, generosity, and all of those things. So we wish her the very best. And thank you, Carolyn. We love you. Thank you. Julian is here, and he says, weeds are flowers too once you get to know them. So we have this argument every year. We're not going to have, well, we will have it this year once I get my freaking deck back, because guess what? We're going to. And that is whenever weeds show up, Paul wants to pull them. And I always go, no, look, they're very pretty. I have this real kind of crazy, and it's not crazy. They're living, who determined what's a weed and what's not a weed? Who some aristocrat from way back when was trolling through their garden and said, remove that, remove this, that is not a chrysanthemum, and deemed some plants to be less worthy than others. We have this one, well, we don't have anything right now because it all got trashed by who, including my beautiful 30-year-old rosemary bush and my beautiful boxwood. Hopefully we'll find a way back to them. Theirs just sitting out on the roof, untouchable by me. But we found that we had this one beautiful weed that grew out of nowhere and grew so fast and had these lovely kind of white pom-poms on it. And I went and I saw Paul was about to yank it. And I went, whoa, I love that. Because it's a weed. I don't believe in it. Weeds are flowers too once you get to know them. I never understood that. Who decided? What botanist said these are lesser and you are better? The same people who said, these people are slaves and these people aren't. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. It's a beautiful living thing. Panel Power coming back for you. 3349 evening. Oh, congrats to Melly C. You guys with the stranglehold for so goddamn long. It's nice to see a woman get in there where she belongs. I'll be more enthusiastic about encouraging thinking outside the box when there's evidence of any thinking going on inside it. Remember when that term thinking outside the box was the rage? Listen, this might be a little out of the box. I'm thinking outside of the box in the corporate meeting. It reminds me of those, I don't know if you get them on the other side of the pond, but I honestly don't even know what the product is. But it's this thing where they have like Billy Idol and Paul Stanley and Gwen Stefani and Joan Jett, and they're all like rock stars. Because, it'd be like, hey, Joey, you're a rock star in the corporate meeting. And he'd be like, yeah. And then like Paul Stanley shows up and smashes a guitar, or Gwen Stefani comes in with bodyguards, and they make fun of people being called rock stars. I don't even know what it's for, some business software or something. Be the rock star in your office. It's funny though, and they hired those people, so they must be making some money. Think outside the box. Light thinks it travels faster than anything, but it is wrong. No matter how fast light travels, it finds the darkness has always got there first and is waiting for it. I do a lot of watching on how fast 186,262, I think, is the correct number for how fast light travels per second, right? Or per minute? What is it? Per minute? Per second? No, it's per second. Yeah, darkness is always there fast, isn't it? Because darkness is everywhere. It's like dark matter, and apparently, and panel power. If you're watching live on the screen as we speak, there is currently some new evidence that they might have discovered the first signs of dark matter, which supposedly is 99 point blah blah percent of the universe. So, and once we find out what dark matter is, man, God only knows what's next. God only knows how fast we'll get to Proxima Centauri, but it's true. Hitesh C is here. Hitesh C 2025. Hey, 2025. That was very smart. Happy Thursday show. Please upvote all. Please upvote all. That would be, I'd be grateful for that. Andrew Wolkowicz is in. Oh, thank you, Canadian. $5. Keeping the lights on. Melly C, congratulations. An amazing surprise. Agreed. Upvote, subscribe, become a Patreon if you can. Be the reason for somebody to smile when they think of you. You don't want people to think of you and go, ugh, dick. Ugh. C-word. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. But when you think of Andrew Wolkowicz, you think of what a sweetheart, right? And Melly C, a goddess, right? A goddess, an absolute goddess. And Rufus, hello, Rufus for the weeds. $4.99 American. At Rufus, American. Hey, Rufus, I don't, forgive me for my ignorance. Forgive me. I know not what I say. Is that you? I mean, I've seen a picture of you. It could be you, I guess. But that's a fantastic piece of art. And if it is, I think it's absolutely splendid. Splendid and wonderful. And absolutely wonderful. Kazoo! Excellent. Thank you, Hitesh. Renaissance says, twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder where you're at. Up above the world you fly like a tea tray in the sky. Look at the little dragons on the side. That's pretty great. Congrats to Melly C, says Hitesh. And Renaissance says, if I could get my membership fee back, I'd resign from the human race. Yeah. I mean, listen, I have faith in people. I really do. I know there are times, and I'll mention this, and I've said this before on the show. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. There's every reason to be afraid. And a lot of people are going through some stuff, and they might not be able to convey it to you very well or at all. Just keep your eye out for people who might be forgotten and or left out, and it happens. And they're only there inside their own sadness. And I hope that they have a cat who will love them, or a puppy that will love them back. But there are a lot of people who don't ask for help or attention. They don't have a shred of narcissism in them at all to propel themselves upon other people's worlds. And there are just some really kind and lonely people out there. Some of the kindest people I know are the loneliest people. So if you can, I'd resign from a lot of aspects of the human race. However, I still believe in people, because people go through some stuff. When somebody's in the shitter, man, you might not. People put on a facade every day. with all of the stuff that they went through. And listen, how many stories, human stories, have we heard on this show? Yeah, it's a show about cats, or what? Yeah, me arse. It's about cats. It's about you. It's not. It's not about that. The cats give us comfort. The watches give us comfort. They do, but it's just stuff, right? It's just stuff. This is more important. The more important thing is to have a connection, and that's why we all gravitate towards the pets. But this show is, it ain't a show about cats. They feature prominently because we love them and they're amazing. And if you've never had the love of a good cat, then I'm sorry, But yeah, sure, I would too. I was just funny. I'm just looking over here and I'm seeing my Mets tie clip, which I'll probably give away because I don't give a fuck about the Mets anymore because they can go straight to hell. I've been a Met fan my whole life. Here's my Mets tie clip, and I'll put it on today. I'll put it on my jacket. This is my official goodbye to the Mets, because I don't care about you anymore, because you never cared about us anyway. We used to have management. For all of you football fans out there, you're soccer fans, and you guys are crazy diehards, man, you or whatever team you've loved, West Ham, I don't know. I'm new in America. Was mostly baseball, but baseball's given us a lot of reasons to dislike it. They had the strike and the salary disputes and blah, and they get paid so much money. I mean, $700 million for, various players, and 500 and 600 and 400 and 300, ludicrous sums of money to go smack a ball. Listen, I like baseball a lot. It's my favorite. That and tennis are my two sports that I've ever cared about. The rest, I just don't care about. Baseball's been a big part of my life. The New York Mets have been a big part of my life. And we had management that we absolutely abhorred. The Wilpons was their name. We hated them. They were disgusting. They were ridiculous. Now we have another set of clowns that we thought were going to save us. And I just wanted to say, Pete Alonso, the polar bear, we love you, man. And we're so sorry the way you were treated here. Probably the biggest superstar we've had since David Wright, for sure. Absolute fan favorite, one of the most beloved members of the Mets family ever. And he was a free agent. And instead of coughing up the money, or he wanted to stay, he probably would have taken less money. He's going to the Baltimore Orioles for $155 million, which is actually quite conservative considering what people get nowadays. And it's just a load of crap. And the only guy that got to play out, in my lifetime, the only guy who got to play his entire career out with the Mets was David Wright. And they took a long time to get his salary crap together too. It's just it's grotesque how sport has become such a ridiculous playground for greed and corruption and all this stuff. Building these stadiums. A family of four can't afford to go to a baseball game in America because the tickets are astronomical. A hot dog, a pizza, a soda is astronomical. You want a bottled water? $7. You want a pizza? $35. A hot dog is $10. So you go there, tickets are 75 to 100 to 200. So four. So you got, let's say there's $75, right? So $300 for tickets, and then $40 for hot dogs, popcorn. That's like $10. I mean, you're going to spend like upwards of $500, $600, $700 to take your family of four. Forget about parking. Forget about that. Take the subway. It's disgusting to pay $700. Nobody's worth $700. These are ridiculous sums of money, like rent in New York City. A studio apartment, it's a bargain for $4,700. $4,007. That's not commensurate with anybody's real life at all, unless you sell cocaine or you have like some corporate job that you will get fired from, because that's what they do. They hire and fire and hire and fire. Or it's absurd. Sorry about the rant. The Mets thing made me do it. It is just absurd. And I'm sorry, Pete Alonso. I was very sad to see that. And Nimmo and so many other players, they let go because we have this guy named David Stearns, and he's a douche bag. Douche. And this guy has got like tightest purse strings. You know what? give that guy a couple extra shekels because we love him and we put our asses in the seats. So I will say this: I shall not put my ass in another seat in that stadium. I'm done. I have other fish to fry. See ya, Mets. Goodbye. You're over. You're fired. Kevin Landon, the beautiful one. He's 75, 78. Upvoted number 6 today. Hey, upvote if you can. I'll put the speedy in there. Why is it not working? There it goes. Upvote if you can. You have no idea how great it is for the show. No work, so I'll be bashing live. Bash away. Kevin Landon, send us a picture to basherdirk@gmail.com. You know what that is, right? Basherdirk@gmail.com. I got to change this away from a ticker. I don't want it to be a ticker. I want it to be this. Hold on a second. Show. How do I get that off? Ticker. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Edit. Okay, that's it. Got it. Okay, thank you, StreamYard. Now I know why it costs $500 a year for us to use you, because you keep changing everything. But thank you. Basherdirk@gmail. Kevin Landon, send us some pictures. Come on. How about some Kevin Landon shots? I think we'd all love that. Today, if you could, it is better to burn out than to fade away. Famous Neil Young phrase that we all quote from Highlander, right? Congrats and best wishes to Melly C. That's the boy. To Melly C. She deserves it. She's absolutely wonderful. And Renaissance says there are pictures in the gallery. We shall wait with bated breath, my friend. We shall. Dave Farn, what are you doing down so? I don't care. He doesn't care anymore. Hey, he won it. It's practically over now. It's over now. Industrial cats, indeed. Yeah, that's Rosie the Riveter. That was what it was based on today. Rosie the Riveter. A very famous, I don't know if it's even based on a real person. It might not be. But, you know, during the war, World War II, when all the men were all fighting, the women got all the men's jobs. How wrong does that sound today? But anyway, and there was a famous poster girl, and her name was Rosie the Riveter, and she wore that kind of headscarf and like a bandana, and she was a master riveter, and she was riveting planes, and she was like a great kind of, advert for the U.S. Army and for rolling your sleeves up and getting the job done while the boys are away. Ray Ray's here. She's intelligent. All her tattoos are spelt right. Are spelt right. That's very clever that you did that. You didn't even put the wrong syllable, the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. It's pretty great. Panel Power says, at a Yermak's residence, the Ukraine anti-corruption investigators found 14 million in cash in info about the offshore accounts. Links to him. It's like, if this is true, I'm very sorry. I'm sad to see that, because very sad to see if there's any kind of corruption with Zelensky, because I like him. It's a shame. It's a shame that greed, if true, that greed corrupts. So found 14 million in cash and info about offshore accounts. It's a shame. Also, passports from Israel, the United Kingdom, St. Kitts, Nevis, and the Bahamas in the name. Oh, is that right? He was the good guy for so long against the evil empire. What a shame. What a shame. Because, I feel bad for the Ukraine people more than anything, because you put your trust in somebody for the longest time. And I almost believe that it's not true. I almost believe that it's somehow, in some way, Putin put that all together, because, Zelensky got so far in his way. How the hell would you be able to get in Vladimir Putin's way? We couldn't. Donald Trump is waging a war on Venezuela, because, it says it's in South America. That's, how the majority of Americans just are very dissatisfied, except for the brainwashed, that there's some kind of, none of the fentanyl, zero of it, none of it comes from Venezuela, zero, none of it. It all comes from the Pacific coast. So, the fentanyl outbreak and addiction spiraling in the United States, none of it comes from there. None of it. I have two people I grew up with are Venezuelan, who I've known for a really long time. I had the opportunity to go there when I was a kid, and I don't remember whether or not we did. I'm a little blank on that, but my friends used to go there all the time. My friend is Cuban and Venezuelan, and he used to go to Cuba to bring relief. To his family. Like he'd be able to bring shoes and not money. You're not allowed to bring money, but you're allowed to bring, like supplies and things like that. But he would also go to Margarita Island. It's a beautiful place. Let's just say, what has the biggest oil reserves in the entire world? And let's just say, hey, this reminds me of Iraq, doesn't it? Sure does. And history repeats itself over and over and over again. I'm very sorry if all is true about Vladimir Zelensky. I'd be very upset because I believed him. I believed in him. I believed in his cause. I believe in the sanctity of sovereigndom. And like Russia, you got enough shit. That guy I don't know what that guy's problem is, other than just being a dick. That's a shame. If true, I don't know. And listen, you can say anything, you can plan anything, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You all know that. No way, shape, or form. I usually just roll my eyes and go, ugh. Rosie the Riveter, says Eric Bell. Indeed, Rosie the Riveter, you got it right away. Franco Fiore, please upvote if you can. Upvoting, it doesn't cost much, and it's free, actually. Martin Bronson, upvote. Well done, Melly C. Numero uno for today. It's the incomparable Mart and Bronson, and he's the king of the forest. Good news. The soap's been shipped out to all the winners. Sorry for the delay. Curing process took longer than expected. Did you send me a bill? Did you yet? I've got to look on my WhatsApp right now. Where's my WhatsApp? Did you send me an email? Okay. I expect it promptly so I can PayPal you, my friend. Yes, because of all the beautiful. This was part of the anniversary show and all the wonderful people who bequeathed their winnings to everybody else. Hitesh and his beautiful son with the Vancouver Brothers Soap Company. I have it. I still have some left, and I use them, and they're amazing. Soaps have been shipped out to all the winners. Sorry for the delay. You're the best. Just big hearts to you. Thank you, dear, dear, dear friend. Thank you so much. So great. Thank you. And I can't wait for you guys to all enjoy them, and you deserve them. Andy M, the Ancient One. Good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. It's only good things from him. DM, there he is, in the flesh. In the flesh. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Where am I? I lost my place now. Oh, here we go. Hey, Mark in Brooklyn. Silver 100 soon. What does that mean? Silver 100 soon. I'm missing it. Hey, Mark. True, but it's gone up. Silver's going up to 100 soon. Okay. If you collect silver, I guess that's cool, right? Did the raccoon make the pet calendar? The raccoon from Rose's house? No, it should have, though. That would have been clever. I know. I haven't seen the raccoons. There were 3 of them, by the way, because I have a camera there and I could watch them. I'm watching that camera. It's the backyard camera. And I just see, I'd see Bubble take off whenever and I actually saw Bubble go out on the roof of DL's little lanai covering and wait till the raccoons did their thing and then took off. But, she liked the raccoons. I was like, those are raccoons, right? Whatever the creature's name was. We had all kinds of different names. Rocky, obviously. That's the obvious thing. Andrew says, I was just thinking today how wonderful it is to just pay bills in full as they come. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling when you can. As opposed to thinking perhaps next week would be better. Next week is never better. If you can pay a bill the second you can, do it. Because, when I was a kid, I fucked up my American Express will never give me another credit card, no matter how responsible I get, because I fucked it up when I was a kid. I got it at like 17, and I went to Europe and blah, blah, blah. And in those days, American Express was not a credit card. You had to pay the whole thing at the end of the month, the whole thing. And I was good with it for a while, and then I just got, juvenile with it. And I took a very long time to pay it off, like 2 years, because I went to Europe. And I wrote them letters, and I've written them letters again saying, I'm a much older person. And if you can see, you can look through my credit. Like, I'm a much more responsible person. I would please, like, yeah. They said no at this time. At this time, anyway. What are you going to do? Andrew, we working class made us better people. Indeed. Very, very true, says Andrew. Back in the day when I performed, I don't know what, I'm not even going to say that. You've been very, very randy lately, my friend. What does that mean? I don't know. I was in a meeting we were told to think. Oh, I was in a meeting where we were told to think outside the box. I told the boss if he had an unfortunate accident on the way home, one of us would get his job and all the others would get a raise. Now that's thinking outside the box. So I told him if he goes in the box, we'll get a pay raise and the company hires one more person. How's that for thinking outside the box? Pretty damn great. Dark matter inferred from NASA's Fermi Gamma Ray Space Telescope. Yeah, wasn't that exciting? Did you get a little bit of like a space woody when you heard that? I just saw it the other day. You know what? Panel Power, what's happening? AI is happening, and it's what they're doing is so at night, I either have a book or I watch some kind of space related junk on YouTube. And I subscribe to all my favorite people, all my astrophysicist guys. And now there's these channels that are like sleep space time with Brian Cox. And it's not Brian Cox, it's an AI generated version of him. And it's not his channel. They have one for Neil deGrasse Tyson. They have it for lots and lots of different personalities. And it's not them, it's AI copying their sound. And like, what's going to go out the window? Impressionists. Remember when you used to go turn on a variety show and there'd be like Rich Little or pick your favorite impressionist, and they do an impersonation of Marlon Brando or Orson Welles. And now that's going to be out the door because who cares? Because AI can do it better. Exactly. So I looked it up because it was so, they were talking about Brian Cox. And if you know Brian Cox very well, you would know that he wouldn't say some of the things that they were saying on here. They were talking about colonization of Proxima Centauri. And I've already heard what he's got to say about that whole thing. And it was just a bunch of bullshit. So I Googled it and it was like, no way affiliated with him at all. Blah, blah, blah. Terrible. Be careful out there. And a lot of the information that people are getting is just made up. Like, for example, all the stuff I see lately on YouTube with cats, because they know I like cats, is completely AI. A GI returning from home and his cat sitting there so despondent and hears him, and it's fake. People are making these, and I'm like, I don't like that shit. Yes, that is from my old passport picture. Hey, that's a good passport picture. So I'm in a bit of a problem. And that is that, I finally got all my Irish stuff together, and they've lost or cannot find my mail, which contains like very important documents and a passport. And it is just stuck somewhere in Dublin. I'm starting to think that Unpushed is the most irresponsible postal service in the world, because I sent Asheen a package and sent this to Ireland the same day. His I sent like medium, insured mail, get there within 10 days. Mine, for this, I spent $1 quadrillion on the International Priority Express, whatever. Please, get this there immediately. He got his over a week ago, and and they can't find mine. And it is really, really freaking scary because of the stuff that's in that. I mean, I have photocopies of it, of course, but it's very, very frustrating to send stuff like that. And I spent most of the day talking to Irish Customs, talking to Unpushed, and trying to figure that thing out. And they're very nice over there, as you would imagine. Hi, this is Fawn. Welcome to On Post. And they stay on the phone with you, and they have the gift to gab, and it's very Irish and it's very nice, but like they can't find it, and it's just a freaking flat envelope, and it's basically got like my life in it, my documents. That freaking ridiculous. It took me forever to get. It's like, please just show up. Damn it! But that's a great. You look very good in that picture. I wish I look like a terrorist. I have a copy of my passport. The worst. Yeah, I look like a terrorist. I look like an absolute terrorist. It's terrible. Whatever a terrorist might look like in your neck of the woods. Terror. The war on terror. It's the war on terror. Drooby drooby doo. I see you. Howdy, bashers. Hey, drooby drooby doo. Do you have a K of the day or any of your beautiful Junie of the day or anybody? You name it. We'll take it. Send one. Come on. Andrew of the day. Maybe a video playing some drums, something cool, singing. I'd love it. It's not about the place. It's about the people that make it. Indeed, indeed, it is. It completely is 100%. Look at all the lonely people. Yeah, true. I mean, well, who was the inspiration for Elgin? He will never tell you exactly. Salary disputes and greedy people. It's funny. Emmett sent me a text message earlier about this great bottle of wine he got at Trader Joe's. And I had to inform him that Trader Joe's no longer sells liquor in New York. And I was under the impression that they lost their liquor license. No, the employees wanted to unionize. So they said, we're just going to close our liquor stores. Bye. Terrible. Drooby Drooby Doo says, we don't allow sports cuckery in our home. Who cares? Good for you. So you guys don't watch sports at all, huh? That's amazing. I mean, there was a point in my life where I'm a huge, huge, huge tennis fan. Huge, tremendous. But I haven't been watching lately because nobody plays that I like. For me, growing up, it was, Connors and McEnroe. But for me, Andre was my first favorite, and then Roger. My favorite player, obviously, still the GOAT. I'm sorry, I don't care who has the record. He's the greatest, most graceful, beautiful human being. And Rolex ambassador supreme, as they say. Roger gets them all first. But with the Mets, I used to tape all the games. And if I wasn't home to watch it, I watch it when I get home. I haven't cared in a long time as much, if at all. But that was the nail in the coffin. I'm like, you don't get rid of the people. And also, when you think about sports, it's really stupid because, every couple of years, the teams change. So what do you love, a brand? Who loves a brand? Oh, wait a minute. I do. I caught myself. It's an aesthetic, I guess. I don't know. Okay, sorry. My rent is 400 euros. Yeah. The average apartment in New York City, like a one-bedroom apartment, is like $8,000 a month. It used to be a lot less. Now, I live in what's called a rent-stabilized apartment, meaning I got in here before any of the greedy people were allowed to do that. It's regulated, but they can't do this, that, or the other for a long time. And, DL's done whatever she can to try to ruin that for everybody because, the aforementioned term. And there's I think there's 1 million rent stabilized apartments in New York City, but there's 9 million people here. And people as long as people will pay it, it's supply and demand. So as long as somebody comes in from where and says, oh, I'll pay $9,000 for that shithole, then all the other apartments will be $9,000. Who has $9,000 a month? How long does one have to scrounge for that $9,000 to buy that watch or whatever? Crazy town. When I was a child, my dad would take me to see West Ham play. It was a treat. It was expensive back then, but now you have to practically mortgage your home to get tickets. Yeah. I mean, I know mostly about West Ham from Steve Harris from Iron Maiden because his whole life revolves around West Ham. I'm surprised he never bought the team. He's rich enough. But his base has the West Ham logo on it, and he's got the pale blue and brown, or I don't know, is that brown or is that kind of burgundy? Burgundy and blue? Not quite sure. It looks brownish, marrone. It looks maroon to me, and so that's why I know what I know about West Ham. Softcore Terrica. If I live to see the 7 wonders, I'll make a path to the rainbow's end. I'll never live to match that beauty again. Hope you as well, dude. And the iBashers. Softcore Dirk. I don't have a guitar at all. And no, they're all in the other room. I was doing a lot of work in the studios. I had to move stuff around. Softcore Dirk. Thank you so much. If I live to see this, I don't know what that's from. If I live to see the Seven Wonders, I'll make a path to the. I do know what that is, though. Shit. If I make a path, hold on. If I make a path to the Seven Wonders. Let's see what that says. Oh, Stevie Nicks. Oh, Seven Wonders. Softcore Terrico coming after you. Softcore Terrico. I'm mixing up songs now. Softcore Terrico. Let's do that guy. I got to make full versions of everybody's songs and just play them, right? Thank you so much, softcore, Terracorp. Oscar Piastri, driver for McLaren F1, is getting $54 million for coming in third this year. Yeah, I mean, it's just give the money to the scientists and the teachers and the doctors. I know doctors in America make a lot of money. They don't really make a lot of money in your neck of the woods. Pretty much. They can if they're private, right? Look at the Hey Herb. Look at that. Oof. That is a lusty. That is a Dana O'Malley Scream Dream. Happy Thursday, Dirk and the Bashers. Now that's a champagne dial, which I think is far, far, far more attractive with the chemin de fer. Ugh. Now to me, that's everything a president should be, if you ask me. If you like a gold watch, I worked at that company for 25 years. I was waiting for the gold watch, and you know what they gave me? Nobody even said anything to me. 25 years I worked there. Robin's Bird is here. Hello, beautiful one. How are you? Hi, all. Great to have you on the show. Hi, honey. Live. Thank you so much. Hey, Robin's Bird. Fly, Robin, fly. McLaren Papaya Rules champions. I told you before, I've seen his super yacht, one of them. And Taco Black Rock Beaches. I don't know what any of that means. Canada says we ship 1% of fentanyl to the United States, but we only check 1% of shipping containers. So that 1% is 1% of our shipping containers. You're on the money. Oh, well, look at that. Taco plus deep state equals oil. Look at that. Zelensky, Dick, Bandera, Nazi. Okay. There's no Nazis in the Ukraine, guys. If anybody thinks that, it's not true. Because I've many Ukrainian friends, and they're like, the whole Nazi thing is just so silly. I know you're joking, obviously, but a lot of people think because Putin said there were Nazis there, maybe fascista like Italy has or whatever, but there are not Nazis. And what is a Nazi exactly? The Third Reich is, no, it's not true. It's just not true. Talk to some Ukrainian people. Andrew Oakwich, it's all excuses to tax everybody. Indeed. Hey, look who it is. It's Tobster. Ha. I know Zelensky was a coked up super scammer dirtbag one weekend. Lots of evidence of them. Mansions and supercars galore. Like Putin and all the oligarchs and all of Trump's friends too, who all made all that money from the stock market when he let it crash. That was the thing, right? That happened too. Anybody in that realm, they're just in it for the ego and the money, because there's plenty of money. Like everybody liked Michael Bloomberg when he was the mayor of New York City, right? I like Mike. Everybody liked Mike. He was worth $3 billion when he became mayor, and then 3 terms later, he was worth $33 billion. You can't tell me that his position of the mayor of New York City didn't increase his wealth. Of course it did, and we liked Mike. The city was running very, very well before, we had those other clowns. I can't even remember his name. The guy with the fake Italian last name, De Blasio. Yeah, that guy. That guy did a great job ruining this town. Silver, see, you like that, Topster? He did a great job ruining the town, because he did. Silver, $61 at once today. Oh, that's cool. True, Andrew. We have a mayor here getting paid more than double what our prime minister makes. How is that even a possible thing? You got the Woody. I know you did. You got a space Woody. I've always been a cunning linguist. I'll get forgiveness at Dirk Sunday service. Yeah, it's fine. I don't care. I almost read out there once was a young MILF name. I was like, whoa. Every time any politician votes to give themselves a pay rise, taxes will go up. Guess they forgot about being public. Nobody's in it for public service. Nobody's in it to there are a few, of course. You can't generalize. There are a few people that care deeply about people, but not many. Not many at all. Got to go pick up my younger son from school. We'll catch the replay. Kitesh, thanks so much. Send me a bill. Thank you very much. Any government-run business is run so piss poor it can't be considered a half-assed effort. Yes, it's true. Yeah, there and everywhere. I like the ones of AI. I have a cat playing a trumpet on a unicycle, waking up their roommates. I watched them too. But, I was watching that girl that's like a Balenciaga, not luxury. She's the one that rates all the stuff. And she's a beautiful girl. She's fake. And I was watching her for a while because I thought it was humorous. She'd be like, Gucci, like street trash. Only street trash buys Gucci. And then Laura Piana, pure billionaire luxury energy. She's fake. Everybody's fake now. So wrong. AI getting out of control. Watch the video of a beach dolphin with scaffolding piped and paled. Yeah, see, that's the shit. And we don't want to see that. We have the cat Olympics on the daily. Yay, and you sent some. Jack and cow snuggling. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Drooby too. Appreciate it. Dave Fahrenheit 451, hundreds of millions to play a child's game. Exactly. It's a game. It's not rocket science. It's not saving the planet. It's not saving humanity. It's not curing cancer. It's not doing any of those things. It's just, you know what you know how to say fun in Italian? Divertimento. It's a diversion. That's all it is. It's a diversion. It doesn't really accomplish anything. 8,000 a calendar month. Geez, that's a mortgage on a manor house. Yeah, it certainly is. My brother asked me why I don't watch sports. Told him not worth watching after the Brooklyn lost the Dodgers. You're not old enough, stupid. It's claret and blue. It's a lovely claret. Claret, for those of you who don't know, is what the British call Bordeaux, which I think is kind of funny. Claret and blue. Oh, you guys, look at you. Oh, it's official. It's officially called claret and blue. Officially. Wow. Or otherwise known as maroon. Fleetwood Mac. There you guys. Thank you very much. You guys are all on it right away. That's great. The Right Sector and Azov Battalion are Bandera Nazis in the Ukraine. Bandera Nazis. Okay. Canada had a former member of the Waffen-SS in Parliament. He got a standing ovation. Oh, boy. The Nazis were very bad people. Learn about a leaked phone call between Newland and U.S. Ambassador Jeffrey Pye discussing potential new Ukrainian government figures, including favoring Arseny Yatsenyuk. Great. They said he was a hero for fighting Russians during World War II. People forget that the Russians during the Second World War. Well, that was a very brief thing because we had no choice. We had to get rid of the Nazis because that's all Russia does is try to get rid of the Nazis. Russia lost a lot of people in that war. And what did they get? They got East Germany. That's about all they got. Yeah, terrible. Guess they didn't teach history anymore. So many people will probably repeat. History's repeating itself right now. This shit that's going down in Venezuela it's a repeat of Iraq. We should never have gone to Iraq. It's none of our goddamn business. There's no fentanyl coming in here. That's not true. None of it is true. Everybody knows it. But as with all the AI and all the fake stuff going on in the world, people see it on Newsmax or Fox News or any of those, puppet channels that tell you what you want to hear and rile you up and make you go, yeah. And then, oh, yes, the fentanyl's coming in from Venezuela. It's not coming in from Venezuela. It's crazy. Victoria Nuland in Ukraine, the U.S. funded biological weapons lab. I'm sure, of course we did. Hey, we paid for COVID too, right? Didn't we? Didn't we pay for that? We totally did. We do so much dirty shit, man. We do so much dirty shit. And it's all like under the cloak and dagger of stuff, Sick. Anyway, how about some fun stuff like the Gallery of Bashtards?
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime lead of soul. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
And before I get into the luxury that is the Gallery of Bastards, has anybody heard about that new plan to, if you want to come to the United States, that you have to reveal 5 years of your, and this is true. I went and I vetted it. I said, that can't be true. You have to show 5 years of your social. It's not, it hasn't passed yet, but it's a proposal that you have to show 5 years of your social media activity to prove that you don't dislike the Fuhrer. Really? Now, I told you guys when I came back from Mexico from Emmett's birthday soiree, they took my passport and they took my phone too. I don't know what they did. They said, "Could you unlock your phone, please?" I said, "What?" But it was Homeland Security, so I said, "Sure." I did. And obviously, I don't say anything on social media. I mean, I've got this show, and you know me, I'm whatever. I don't. They went and they looked at my Facebook thing, and it was all cats. So they were like, "Okay, you can go." But it was 15 minutes, and that was kind of creepy. I mean, speaking out against the government. Not being allowed. Hey, Nick Brooker, Evening Bash has just joined. Just stay here. We're gonna do the gallery. Send pictures, okay? Send pictures. Because we're doing the Gallery of Bashtards. It's a video from Ray Ray. He went to something. I watched this last night. I don't know what it is, Ray Ray. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna show it. I don't know what it is, but you had to be there. I don't know what this is, Ray Ray, exactly. It's some kind of weird soiree. I'm thinking it was a cult meeting or an AA meeting. You tell me what this is. Oh, wait, I look, the girls got the mere cockney voice. What is that, Ray Ray? You shared it. You need to explain it now. But for fear of being ostracized by you on the show, I'm worried that if I got to show this, I don't know what it is. Ray Ray, everything. What the fuck was that? This is amazing. Dear Dirk, could you please pass on our condolences to Carolyn Martin? The only thing I can say is that Ivy was beautifully and truly loved, and she knew it. That's from the beautiful Gary and Susan. We love you guys. And they shared some pictures today. Some of our wild creatures would really not be considered wild anymore, and some need to go on a keto diet. I think that's because you give them so much love and attention. The Stormtrooper's a garden gnome, which is now named George. And I don't know why Bollinger has released a new James Bond special edition at this time. Could they be announcing a new James Bond? And I replied, I don't think I care anymore. Isn't that so sad? I don't think I care anymore. Anyway, this is what they sent us. And this is their garden gnome named George. I think it's very, very cute. Why is that so? There it goes. Let me make this larger for you all. I'll pull it up. That's so cute. It looks big, though. Holy shit, it's almost as big as that chair. So that's not a gnome. That's a giant thing. But how about this picture? Here's a Bollinger 007. But look at that. Millie on a, look at that driving strap. Oof. Doesn't that look nice? I think I need to put that on my Milgauss. Bollinger happens to be my personal favorite champagne. I've always liked that. I once had RD, which was extraordinary, but once you've had 2 glasses of champagne, it's pretty much over anyway. The best buzz in the world is the 2 glasses of champagne is the best buzz you could possibly ever have, I think. And then but it's not sustainable. Thank you, Gary and Susan. You guys are truly miraculous people. Thank you so much. Mr. Bell, service station built in 1965. Where? It looks like it might be. Were you in Italy? Where is this? I mean, it kind of looks like an autogrill. Autogrills are like like the service station and or shopping eateries all over Italy. They're the side of the road places. They're the Tim Hortons and the McDonald's in America and Canada. But they have lots of very interesting kind of mid-century modern architecture. This is very cool, and that photograph is crazy. But it looks abandoned. Is it? Is it, Mr. Bell? Is it abandoned? Is it abandoned? I hope not. Looks great. Thank you, Mr. Bell. And ladies and gentlemen, our resident artist, it is Julian here with some of his incredible art pictorials. Starting with this one. Multiple layers, looks like leather and gold, but it's not. It's textures. It's a wall. It's grates. Fantastic. Aw. I can't wait to be that old guy that just sits there with the glass of wine in the piazza and just admires the kids and the young lovers and all the fresh life happening. Because, that's what makes the world go on. It's not ours anymore. It's theirs. Well, not them, because they look like they could be around our age. We're all around. We're all seriously near the same boat. Oof. What is that? Is this a dolly with water jugs on it? See, this is art for the wall for sure. Amazing. Julian, that's spectacular. Wow. This almost looks like, I told you, like when you do the daguerreotype, it almost makes it look as if it's from the 1800s. Fantastic. Oh, who is this? Who are these masked people? The shadow people. Julian does this whole thing. You should just do a whole shadow people thing. That would be great. Gas lamps, gas lamps. I love gaslight. It's great. Fano has gaslight all over the city. It's so pretty. So pretty. It's not really gas, I'm sure. They probably have those LED bulbs that mimic it. Because otherwise, poof. Poof. Hey, look at this guy and his dog. Oh, he's reading the Daily Star. TV hero. I don't know what it says. I thought it said hand job, but it doesn't. Tragic Fox's darkest day. Oh no, Tragic Fox. I don't like that. This guy's got a muzzle on, so look out. What is going on here? It's upside down. This picture is Julian's world is upside down. Sometimes you can never tell which way is up, but the 100, or is that 001? It could very well be. I don't know. I can't tell what that is. That's what art is, though. Beautiful. Wow. That is beautiful, Julian. And there is the man himself captured live. I love when you do that. Really, really, really cool. Julian, beautiful work, as always. Thank you, kind sir. And I always pick a favorite, and that's going to be it. That's really great. I would like a print of that. You know where I'd like to get the print of that? When I buy it at your show in London in the springtime. Do I have to write you an email now? Do it. What's stopping you? Who cares? Who cares? Do it. Do the show. Do an art show. We'll all come. Great would that be? Or not. Ray Ray's got 2 pictures, no subject. Okay. What do you got here? What do you got, Ray Ray? See, look, it worked today. All the pictures are here. Look at this. This looks sad, though. This looks like the old man died, and that's his shillelagh. And it's, right, that was Liam's, right? Oh, and everybody sits around there and has a pint. Yeah, give me 2 jars for Liam. Right, and you put the shillelagh right next to his chair where he sat for the last 60 years. Yeah, he's raise a jar to him. That's what that looks like to me. Okay, what do you got going on? Oh, marine warnings. Oof, yeah, you guys, the weather over there is mental. Red storm. Look at that. Status red. Storm warning from Cancer Point to Roche's Point. Loop heads. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's going on in Sligo? Oh, look at that. Oh, right there. Jesus. Right there. Right there's in a scrone. Right there. That's me place. Thank you, Ray Ray, for letting us know about that. Be safe out there, all my Irish beautiful people. Be safe. It's very important to us. Mr. Brown. You wrote something. Here's some more Bronson pictures and a video from today. Thank you, sir. We love some Bronson action, some pictures and a video. Let's go. Oh, look at him. Hello. Extra large king bed for the king. And let's download this video. Thank you for coming up really cool. This is going to be a cat and a pen. There's nothing more fun than a cat and a pen. Okay, you ready for this? Ooh, that's a heavy pen. That sounds like a very heavy pen. What is that thing? Let's watch it again because it was too cute. Bravo, Bronson. Bravo. That's super cute. There's nothing better than watching cat just go move things around. If they had thumbs, they would be absolutely dangerous. It's Eminem madness, Malcolm into madness, Malcolm into madness. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's Mindy getting cozy on the radiator, on the riscaldamenti. Oh, work for president. The president is sleeping right now, so do not disturb him. Oh, look at you. Hello, baby. Hello. I'm having my Coke senza zucchero. I'm trying to get used to it. It's okay. It's just not bubbly enough for me. That's the problem. And the one in Italy is even flatter. It's worse. It's better here than it is there. Mork. Oh, hi, Mindy. Yeah, you have to put that on there to cover the metal because the metal gets very, very hot. Oh, Mork. look who comes out of the woodwork. Hi, Carolyn. Oh, Mork. Oh, you are so loved, buddy boy. And then there's the lady. Yeah, you're loved too, but you're just sassy. You're a sassy lady. More than milking into madness, madness, milking into madness. Yeah, 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 yeah. Milking into madness, everybody. Yay. Very cute. Who doesn't need a dose of that action? So we've got Drooby Doo. I see you. Oh, look at how cute is this. Jack and Cow. Oh, how sweet is that? Oh, look at that. It's completely enveloped. Cow's a big boy, huh? Wow. Jack is so slender and sleek. He looks like Bubble the cat that visits Rose's house. Last night, it's been very cold. It's warmed up a little bit. We're about to get a snowstorm, apparently. So we got to worry about that. But he doesn't, he's a man of the streets, and he goes down her backyard is a deck, and then there's a roof after that, and he climbs up the fence and he crawls down the trellis. And I should find that footage and show it to you one of these moments because it's pretty damn crazy that because DL cut down all the trees and all the access points for him to come and visit her, and he figured out a way to do it. And what he does is he climbs up on the fence of the houses behind us, and then he climbs up the trellis, comes to visit her, eats. He's got his house there that's heated, and then he goes back, and then he climbs down. He literally climbs down the trellis, which is insane. Anyway, thank you for that, Drooby Doo. Beautiful, beautiful shots. And and then we got Run, Dora, Run. From Andrew Okowicz. It's Dora the Explorer. Do the kids even know who Dora is anymore? Or is that like so 90s? That's so funny. Oh, look at that. There's all the people. Yeah, it's a great parade. I've been to it a couple of times. Not in it, but I think I told you guys my old manager lived on Park Avenue, 240 Central Park South. And he used to have a party every year. And I don't have very many Bon Jovi stories. The few times, but the first time I ever met John Bon Jovi was my manager used to work for their management company, Doc McGee, which was in the same building. And something happened where he got his own management company in some deal. So he managed us, and Doc managed Bon Jovi and Motley Crue and all these bands. And so I wanted to get my nieces and my nephew tickets to see Bon Jovi because they love Bon Jovi. This is like 1988. New Jersey tour. So Ray made a phone call to my manager, and he said, can I get a bunch of tickets? They're like, yeah, you pick them up in a little while. So he goes, oh, the tickets are ready. Why don't you go downstairs to Doc's office and go get them? So I went downstairs, opened up the door, and there was John Bon Jovi on the phone He's like, "You're Dirk, right?" Okay, hold on. You tell your nieces to have a really good time, man. Thanks. That was it. Walked in and out. And he was much taller than I thought. He's about 5'10". I always thought he was like my height, 5'8" or so. No, he was pretty tall. But it's funny stuff. June and her toys. Oh, Junie, Junie, Junie. Oh, she's got a little bag of toys. Oh, hello, June. June bug. Oh, look at you, pretty lady. You came out of the fields and claimed your rightful place amongst the incredible Drew B gang. Look at that. It's the Drew B gang. Oh, baby. We love you, Junie. Look at her. Look at that. Look at that. Please tell me her and Kay are the bestest of friends. I know you said every once in a while it's a little sassy. Junie, 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 June, June, Junie, Junie, June. That, my friends, is the Gallery of Bashtards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime leaves of words. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
PTLR, the devil. Nick Brooker says, "Good evening, Bashers. Just joined, so rewind." Yeah. I hope you stayed. Is worse here with social media. No one should ask anybody for their social media. If I want to say, Putin's a dick, or Trump's a dick, or Pete Hegseth is a member of the Ku Klux Klan, I should be able to say it, because guess what? It's true. It's not liable if it's true. Tourist Kid asked me, have I Wi-Fi out here? I said, yes. I do. I love how you guys say Wi-Fi. I could not live without Wi-Fi. She in the kitchen making bread. Oh, that's nice. I love that. When first time I went to France, they're like, do Wi-Fi. Voter number 35. Hey, that's great. I'll send you a bunch of pictures of Ukraine Nazis. So you just tell me it's fake, and I'm full of it that way. Do you know any Ukrainian people? Listen, I could go find people dressed in SS uniforms in New York. But I'm telling you that I have a couple of friends who lived there forever and still go back and forth to there, and actually had to go back there to go get some people out of there when the shit hit the fan, because they were not on the right side. Their people were from the Donbass. And listen, you can find Nazis in New Jersey, people who think that they're Nazis, skinheads, people like that. But actual Nazis, it's not true. You could send me pictures. I mean, I don't know. When people protest the Canadian government, they had their bank accounts suspended. You're not allowed to protest the Canadian government? God, democracy is officially dead, isn't it? Right? It's fucked up. Melly C says, hello, Nick. Hey, Pasty Norwegian Club here. NOK. 119 NOK. Well, thank you. Look at that beautiful hound dog. I ain't nothing but a hound dog. I made a pasty, a Norwegian cut. Listen, I'm the king of I'm so pasty. What are you gonna do? Mr. Brooker, hope you guys are well. Indeed, a Hamilton LED watch. I was going to do a bunch of those new watches that came out today. Maybe we could talk about them tomorrow. I was looking at Teddy's. Teddy's channel is way too corporate. I love Teddy. Don't get me wrong. He's a great guy. Love him. But like, you click on his website to read an article, and the Teddy assistant comes up to sell you shit. Teddy, calm down. I just want to read the articles because they're really well done. He does a great job. I like Teddy a lot. I want to thank everybody involved with the 2026 Bashers Pet Calendar. Thank you, Dirk, Basher Y, the photographers, models, pet families, all friends. Thank you, Kevin Landon. Beautifully put. I'm so grateful that you said that. Why is that not working? Come on, ready? Big hearts to you, buddy. There you go. Thank you. They all did an amazing job. Eric B says M6 UK. Lovely pics, Julian, always. Falky says, when you hear Dirk's show on the air at work and you're thinking about buying a rose gold watch, and Dirk says, you don't want to be a pasty Norwegian. I spit up my coffee at pasty Norwegian here. I'm the pastiest of them all. Rose gold just doesn't. I can't wear rose gold. I just can't do it. Rose gold is for those Mediterranean types. No offense, and I'm glad you didn't take it either. Pasty Norwegians. Listen, the Irish can be very, very pasty. This is the underside. I look like a normal person, like over here. Like I have a little bit of color, I do. But like, man, the underside. This has been described as the underside of a shark. It's just, what color is that? Thank you for always being honest. Hey, man, I just calls it like I see it. And listen, you can correct me all you want. It's fine if I'm wrong. I like being wrong. I'm not right about anything for the most part, so I don't give a shit. Fanny by gaslight. Fanny. The Americans don't know what that word means. If they hooked up gas catchers to Parliament, they could light a city. Oh shit, Christ. Hey, Joe. Hey, it's Joe for happy, handsome Joe. Handsome Joe. You know what? That's funny. I do that all day long to myself because I'm always trying to come up with vocal ideas for things. Obviously, that's stolen. But today, I'm working on the song with one of the Bashers, that I told you I'm enjoying this whole new kind of thing where we're working on music together, and it's like a torch song, and I have it all mapped out. It's really good. And then I was looking at some stuff for the show, and I saw Joe's name, and I was like, doing handsome Joe. Then another melody came in my head. Now I'm going to change that whole song around, and I had already recorded it, but I'm going to do another version. You were very inspirational to me, Joe. Just want to let you know. Thank you very much. It was probably the syllables. That's probably what did it. That's probably what did it. Happy Thursday, says Joey Joe. Thank you, Joe. Beautiful Bronson. We love the Bronson Mork. I love her pink nose. I know she's a queen. We know that. He's just the zeitgeist right now. I know. How cute is the kitten cuddles? Was that an ice agent chasing Dora? Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy shit. Joe, yes, it's just gotten so crazy. God, so nuts. Right now, June and Kay are besties. Yay! I want them to be besties, Did you just state that Pete H is KKK? Well, he certainly looks like he is with that tattoo and all. Yeah, those people. That guy. You ever see his frat party shit? I've never seen an administration filled with people so unqualified for the jobs that they have. Get out of my country. I am the director of Homeland Security. You should have seen that video in the airport. It was just like Annie Oakley. It's like if you're coming to this country legally. Hey, blinky, 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 boo, in the blinky, 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 blinky. Not prego, just late. You're just late. People have been sent to Orion for a tweet on Facebook post. Isn't that so nuts? So crazy. All his vendors send money for his videos. Oh. Who are we talking about, Drew? All his vendors send money for his videos. Who are we talking about? Oh, for Teddy. Yeah. Like I wanted to read the article and it was just like, bling. Hey, and it's like an animated Teddy. I'm like, okay. That's nuts. Teddy is so cute. Teddy is he is cute. For pasty Norwegians, sorry. And pasty Irish as well. God damn it, right? The only evil people in Ukraine are Western crony capitalists who suck one of Europe's oldest oil-rich resource nations dry. Liev City in Western Ukraine has been a fascist hub ever since World War II. Interesting. Pull up that pic again. Which pic do you want? Teddy. Oh, Teddy. Which one? Did I have a picture of Teddy? No, I didn't. Did I? Which picture, Drew? Which picture? Drooby Doo. Teddy. Oh, Teddy Baltazar. Dora. Okay, hold on. Where was it? It was Andrew, right? A run to a run. It's pretty funny. Teddy Baldasaurus. He has great content on his. Listen, the guy's great. He's great at what he does, but it's a little too entrepreneurial for me. Like it's like there's a big cell on there. So I was trying to read the article, and the assistant, I kept clicking it away, and it kept going, let me know if there's anything I can help you with. And I'm like, okay, no, I just want to read the article on these there's the new Je le Coutre came out, and it's really pretty. Like, do I have it here? I'll show it to you guys. I mean, what the hell? That's the end of the Gallery of Bashtards. So I will. Oh, did I end the show? I did. I ended it. I ended the gallery correctly, right? Hold on. Yeah. This is. I'll go on Teddy's site. Watch that thing's gonna look. There it is, and I keep getting rid of it. Go away. That's the new Vacheron Constant Traditional Perpetual Calendar Ultra Thin. That's very similar to the one Dash got. We don't care about that. Baltics, they're cute. But see, look at the pop-ups everywhere. This is gorgeous. Oof. The new version of the Master Control Classic. Oh God, that thing is gorgeous. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I mean, listen, that is gorgeous. JLC. I love it. I popped it up. Yeah, they look. I try to get rid of this stuff, and it keeps going back. But yeah, they just came. That's the 92. It's it's the 50s design, but it originally came out in 1982. It's $9,000, but it's beautiful. It's It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it. Anyway, that's a great way to end the show. Every watch pick I see recently pale in comparison to your last show with the Sheen. Oh, all that shit. Oh. I mean, you have to be into that stuff, though, right, Drew? I mean, that's some very specific stuff. I mean, the Vacheron for me was the killer, I mean, because I just think Vacheron is. I mean, out of the Trinity brands, I mean, I think Vacheron, but like the Patek, Patek is never. I like Calatravas. They're nice. They're pretty. They're dressy watches. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that JLC. I don't know. There's just something farty about them. I just never loved them. I know they're great and all that stuff. I get the Watchwood from Vacheron. They're beautiful watches. It was a pretty some of them were just absolutely. You'd rock that VC. Yeah, it was all about the VC. Thank God you guys all agreed. The Piaget was beautiful. I mean, it's all gold. Gold. If you're a Spandau Ballet fan. Yeah, what are you gonna say? It was a luxury collection beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's a luxury. VC is the end game. It is, right? It's the end game. I agree. AP got way too hip hop. Too many rappers are wearing that stuff. It's just kind of diluted the brand. Like, I don't think rapper aesthetics means anything. It's just crass. It's my Bentley, it's all the brands that, like, if you've ever seen 30 Rock, there was a hilarious episode where Jack Donaghy tries to sell the rap community his really shitty brand of champagne called Donaghy Cellars, because famously the head of Cristal said something extremely disparaging against the hip hop community in kind of a racist-y way. And so they boycotted Cristal. So he's like, Lemon, the rap community is looking for a new champagne because they don't get to drink. They don't want to drink Cristal anymore. And it was like the worst champagne in the whole wide world. But it's like, once like Balenciaga, a lot of brands just got like, you see everybody with the double G Gucci stuff. It gets tacky after a while. That's the right word. It becomes déclassé, That's the right word. VC is all class. Yeah. And that's what it is, Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I sold my Nikes too. Listen, I didn't like AP because I'm not a big Gerald Genta and I don't really like, nuts and bolts watches. But when I tried on the Sheen's, both of them, I had a totally new appreciation for the manufacturing. It's beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful in person. It really is. And, they could go where they want. It's like, when Tiffany and Company went with Beyonce and Jay-Z, and it was captioned "True Love." I'm like, he banged her sister. That's not true love at all. Pick like a couple that's, that don't have scandal and stuff. Like pick like a. I mean, who would be? Is there anybody in the whole wide world? You could like Joanne Woodward and Paul Newman. That would be a great Tiffany and Company, or Oprah and Stedman. They're not married, but they've been together for like 45 years. Or I mean, who like Gloria Estefan and Emilio? They've been married forever. Crazy. AP did a Marvel a collab. Don't you remember that whole scandal with her sister Solange? And they were in an elevator, and there was like a confrontation, and she was going off on him, and it was like a big scandal. And the inside hubbub was that they were having a thing on the side, and then she wasn't talking to her sister for a while. I'm not trying to spread rumors, but it was just like, I don't think so. That's not exactly what I think when I think of Tiffany and Company. But, Audrey Hepburn is no longer with us, and time moves on, and certain people become more famous in the arena, and you have to sell to, the current demographic. I personally think that whole, like, there's a thing on YouTube. What's your favorite song at the moment? I don't know the name of any of these songs at all. I don't know any of them. And one guy goes Here, There, and Everywhere by the Beatles. And I was like, oh, thank God. And that's before my time. The Beatles are before my time. Crazy. Softcore Terrico with 50 pounds. That's like 800 million US dollars. Wine fund, Paul's mission. Should he choose to accept it? That wine that we had, that Saint Emilion, was absolutely breathtakingly delicious. And that will certainly get a couple of bottles of that shit. Because that stuff was only, I think it was $27 or $28. Softcore Terrico, that's a giant one. Thank you so much. Thank you. Gave you the Big Bang schmack-a-magob for that. I'm here for the fall of Jay-Z. Diddy party info incoming. Now, I probably have mentioned this on the show before, but let me take the thing off the screen. It's a beautiful watch, though. Don't you think so? So after Hitman, Jimmy, my lead guitar player, he formed a band called Fuzz Bubble. Terrific power pop band, if you want to hear how great they were. Terrific. Jellyfishy, bad fingery, really good power pop. Beatles inspired. Cheap Trick. And they got signed to Bad Boy. And they did a song with Puff Daddy called All About the Benjamins. And I think it was on the Godzilla soundtrack, something like that. And they had to be in the studio with him all the time. And this is 25, 30 years ago. And he would tell me the stories about what a weirdo he was, and the things he would say, and what a super creep he was. And I mean, he didn't know about those parties, those freak off things. But here's the problem with freak off parties. It's kind of like the Nazi party or the Republican party. I'm going to get in so much trouble tonight. Who cares? I can't believe you can get that many people who want to go to a freak off party. Like, you really want to go there? Like, how many people want to get on that plane to go to Epstein Island? What you're doing is so wrong. And eventually it's going to come out. Do yourself the right thing and stay away. Stay away. Why would anybody go? And then, speaking of, forget about Emilio and Gloria, because apparently one of the freak offs happened at their house, because they were renting their house on Star Island while they were probably in, wherever else. And one of the parties happened there. And there was a witness that said they came home and they saw some guy who had no clothes on and like a jock strap, and he was all covered in junk. And they're like, get this guy off our property now. Get him out of here, instead of call an ambulance or stuff. So I don't know. Are they complicit in it too? I feel like Puff Daddy got off really easy for the most part. We actually watched a video of him beating the living crap out of his girlfriend. We watched it. You all saw it. We all saw it. It's like Luigi Mangione having a trial. Why do we have a trial? We saw that guy do it. We actually saw that guy walk right up to that guy and shoot that guy. Am I wrong? This is very Republican of me, right? I don't see the purpose of the waste of money. Just lock him up. He did it. What, are we going to determine why he did it? Who cares? I don't care why he did it. He killed somebody. You don't do that. You don't go to freak off parties. I mean, I don't know if you just told them to get off your property and you didn't call the police. That's a crazy town. I don't know. Anyway, in an elevator with a donkey. I didn't see the donkey, but yeah, all I know is he's not a nice person. I don't know anything about Jay-Z as a person, or his music. It's not my milieu, but people seem to have liked it. I'm here for the fall of Jay-Z. I love that, and I agree with Dave. Yeah, with Drew. Yeah, I mean, it's just listen. Hip hop's not my thing. Doesn't mean it's just because it's not for me. Doesn't mean it's not good. It's just not something I gravitate towards. I've enjoyed some of it, like I liked Softcore Terrible. I enjoyed some of the early stuff, like the Beasties and Run DMC and all the, the classics, Sugar Hill Gang. I enjoyed all that stuff. early LL, Mama Said Knock You Out. That shit was cool. It was great. It was creative. It was fun. Now it just all sounds like auto-tuned slop. So whatever. Music is not exactly the thing that propels this show anyway. So guys, thanks so much. What a great show. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chatters. Andrew, Rufus, Softcore, Terrible, Falky. Sorry about that. Here's the pasty Irish guy, Joe LaFaro, and Softcore, Terrible with the big giant one. Thanks so much for everything today, guys. I'm grateful for, as always. I'll be here tomorrow with the big guy if he's not napping. And we'll have a Friday night show. We'll have a drink and a wink and a prayer and all that great stuff. Thank you so much for all that you did. Now, also remember, this is the address. It is basherdirk@gmail.com. Please send me your physical address where I can mail you a 2026 iBashers pet calendar. That's right. All your favorites are in there. They're all in there. Every month there's multiples. It's a collage of all our beautiful pets and loved ones. So guys, basherdirk@gmail.com. Mail me your address and write address in the subject line so I know, and I can send it right to Basher Wise so we can get that out to you right immediately. Mwah. Thank you all so much. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you encounter somebody who's not so nice, give them the benefit of the doubt. You know why? They could be the greatest person in the world, or else they just might be